have much on the docket. A little background about me. I just graduated college with a degree in health information management. It's proven very difficult for me to get a job, but I'm not gonna lie, also to enjoy a job. I don't know if that is just how everyone feels. I have a whole history with healthcare. And before I even ever started working, I always thought the harder you work, the more money you make, and that could not be more untrue when it comes to healthcare. I started out as a dietary aide, and then I went to be a nursing assistant. If you're not familiar with a nursing assistant, they essentially help patients do their everyday tasks, and one of the main ones being going to the bathroom and bathing. And I was doing this peak COVID, so it was a mess. Tell me why at, how old was I? 15, 16 years old. I had about 30 patients to myself that whenever they needed to go to the bathroom, I had to be there, right? One after the other, just spreading COVID all throughout the building. And not even that, if they were sick, needed to grab something, they might call you in there to turn on the TV, okay? That's not the point. I had all of those patients to myself. I was picking them up out of their chair. Okay, this is me picking someone up. Reaching around them, grabbing them by the back of their pants like I'm about to wedgie them. Essentially wedgie them up to help them stand or to sit them in a wheelchair so I can move them. I'm breaking my back to do this job. And, you know, I'm getting paid $11 an hour. 11. I'm a smart girl. I go and I tell my boss, hey, I think I should get paid more. I don't know, crazy thought I think I should get paid more. And she told me, because you're in high school, we can pay you this. And I thought, well, I guess so. I don't know. But with that job, I realized, you know, I love helping people. This is making me feel full. I just think this is amazing. Hayden, this is a great idea. You should go and be a doctor. Perfect. You can be a geriatrician, a doctor for the elderly. I was all in. I was so excited. I moved to Chicago for school, and I was just like, oh my God. I was working. I was working on school constantly and so extremely stressed. And I thought, you know, if I want to be a doctor, I'm going to be doing this extremely stressful life for probably the next 12 years, and it will probably never get better. So I dropped that dream very quickly. You know, it wasn't necessarily that I got weeded out by the school because I didn't fail anything. And I got everything over a B, actually. So school was looking just fine, but the stress, and I could see in the future, like, this is just not worth it. And the amount of money school costs, I was like, all right, what else in healthcare can I do? So essentially I named every other job in healthcare. Maybe I'll be a nurse. Maybe I'll be a PA. Maybe I'll do administrative work. And I'm getting absolutely destroyed by Chicago living expenses. The one thing I had in my life that was pretty solid was my relationship with my current boyfriend, no, my then boyfriend, now fiance, Tyler. He graduated college before me and he moved back home. And I was like, you know what? I'm going home with you. Is this my proudest action? No, it's not my proudest action, but I do believe it was the right choice because I could not do it anymore. I could not. My mental health was awful. I was living in Chicago, but I couldn't even live because I had no money to do anything. All I could do was work. So whatever. I ended up moving home after 2 years and I finished the rest of my school online. Whatever. Now I'm finished with school. I just finished. I finished my degree in health information management and technology, like we said, and I thought, you know, I can do a lot with this. I have tried several jobs and they all make me feel such a deep disdain and emptiness and anger towards the healthcare system. I'm not going to say we can't change things, but there is something that I cannot get over it. I cannot get over the absolute institutional betrayal that is healthcare. The lack of concern and care for the providers themselves for their health is wild. Providers, especially nurses, are assaulted on the daily. There are barely any precautions to keep them healthy themselves. Being a nursing assistant, you do see it firsthand, the things that you have to endure. But not only nursing assistants, also everybody in school to be a part of healthcare. taking advantage of those people who actually just want to help people. You make them go to extremely expensive school with little to no loan forgiveness programs for them. And then, like I said, I did want to be a doctor. In residency, treated like actual shit, getting forced to work over 80 hours a week at very minimal pay per hour. Are you kidding me? That's not healthy for anyone. Why are you having health professionals do that? Oh my God. Sometimes I wonder to myself, do I just not want to work? Is that really what it is? Like, do I just not want to work? And I'm thinking of all these reasons, but it's not. I've always been hardworking. I've worked forever, but I'm 6 years into healthcare and I can't get over it. I cannot get over it, and it makes it so hard to even want to be a part of it. So anyways, that's my everyday makeup routine, is a rant, a little concealer, a little lip, and some mascara. For the most part, during the day, if it's not having to do with this side of things, which I really enjoy, is like being creative and trying to start up making content. That word just like tastes weird in my mouth. Content? I don't know. I will be sitting in this exact spot and applying for jobs. The amount of rejection is getting so old. Mind you, I think there's a lot of job postings out there that people are already hired. At least that's what I'm gonna tell myself. I'm sure a lot of people go through this, but I'm not gonna be hard on myself, because you know what? From 3 years old to 22 years old, I guess 21 years old, I was in school. And you know what? They tell you exactly how to be successful. You fall in line. You listen in class, you study, and from that, you not only do you get knowledge of what school is for, which is a great positive, but also you get good grades that make you feel good, like you're doing it right, and you get affirmation from your family and your teachers that like you're doing well. And I've had that school game to play for my whole life. Are people who are good at school normally good at adulting or bad? I feel like, I don't know. The part of adulting that's the fall in line part seems to be go to work every day, even if you don't enjoy it, because you have to. And I don't think I can get with that program. Wait. I know that this doesn't seem like enough food for a lunch or for a meal, but let me just say this, and I feel with my whole heart that more information is to come out about this. I eat a lot more on different days depending on the day of my cycle. Whatever day it is in my cycle, I just don't feel hungry. I wasn't hungry at breakfast and I'm not hungry right now, but I'm forcing myself to eat. Other days, I can't eat. I'll eat forever, and I let myself do that. I'm like storing up calories or something, like a bear. Put some water in. I don't have a lid that fits, don't judge. I could not tell you exactly why, but the best way I know how to take care of that is to clean my space. So I'm gonna spend a couple hours this afternoon just doing more of a deep clean to my apartment. I feel like clean space can help quiet my mind, and maybe I'll read a little bit later. much better. Days like today, or like moments like right now, I can feel okay and good because I know I'm cooking and helping to take care of my family and do my part, and I also enjoy cooking. So these days aren't when it's hard. It's the days like yesterday when I could literally do whatever I want to do. And it's like, okay, how are you going to spend your time? Are you going to keep applying for jobs? Are you going to work on your resume? Are you going to try and reach out to people and figure it out? Are you going to just work on your YouTube because it's what you actually want to do? How are you going to spend your time? Are you going to be depressed and sit on your couch? Or are you going to feel not good enough and go DoorDash? It honestly made me feel pretty sad and disappointed in myself that I was letting my anxiety take over that much that I went out to DoorDash. Which, by the way, I only made $18, and that, like, after gas is like nothing. My app was also like tweaking. I'm no stranger to DoorDash. I've had to DoorDash sometimes in my life, and I think that doing that also takes me back to like when things were really hard. I think it just brought my headspace back there and like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this again kind of thing. I don't know. Not gonna do that again though. It made me feel bad, and I would rather just spend my time working on my YouTube anyways because I actually care and am excited and fulfilled in that. So I have no idea why I did that, you know. This looks pretty good. According to my calculations, this whole meal, which is full to the top, is 465 calories, 40 grams of protein, 43 grams of carbs, 16 grams of fat, and only $2.35 per serving, which I think is pretty amazing. And I'm really happy with it, especially for something that's very cheesy and could be made in a very unhealthy way. I think those macros are amazing. So, first round of things is a success. We're going to be making another one of my signature recipes that are macro friendly and healthy and all the good things. All right, I made 1.5 cups of regular white rice. Just because I have it and I know I won't be able to detect it, I'm going to add half a block of extra firm tofu, but I mashed it up with my fork. And then my secret ingredient to bulk it up is this riced cauliflower, garlic, and herb, which that's such a lie. It literally tastes like nothing. So I'll add that in there. I ran the numbers on the butter chicken meals. 650 calories, 80 grams of protein, 35 grams of carbs, and 19 grams of fat. Pretty fire. I made these 4 bags of rice, and they're each 2 servings, so I can just reheat them whenever we need them, which is so nice. I just boiled some chicken for my enchiladas, and I'm going to use this chicken water to pour over Marty's food because sometimes he doesn't want to eat it unless it has some type of treat on the top, which is so spoiled. He has the fanciest, most expensive food, and he still needs chicken broth or pieces of chicken or an egg cracked on top to eat it because we've spoiled him. So all right, chicken bouillon and chocolate is in. I'm going to add this Roma tomato and fish out these peppers that are burning my eyes and my nose. I'll use that water, some garlic, spoon in some of that broth. There we go. Oh. Hey, gotta do what you gotta do, okay? Well, let's taste it. It's good? Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna spoon over some of that sauce. That did not blend good enough. And then add some mozzarella cheese. Perfecto! So when we heat it up, the cheese will melt, and then this section of the container is to put that bean salad that I made. I'm gonna enjoy this, and I need to relax for a little bit, and then I'll clean, but my feet hurt from cooking all of that, and again, it took super long. What time is it? 3:20. Yeah, that took me 4 hours. As I was washing the dishes and now drying them, it brought me back to where literally my career started. I started in the kitchen of a nursing home, or of an assisted living, I think it was. I don't know what it was, but it was really big. And I was like a waitress, but also we did the cleaning, and it just brought me back to this dishwasher machine. Oh my gosh. When the dishes would come out the other end of the dryer, they were literally fiery hot lava. Like, they burnt my hand so bad, but you had to keep going fast to keep up with whoever was washing. And every single night, I always had to do it because I was like the nice one and younger, so I'd always say yes. They'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go sweep. Easiest fucking job. You can do the dishes. And then we kept getting like more shorter staffed. So I don't know, it brought me back to that. And I think it also makes me miss having coworkers. I had so many fun coworkers at that first job. And then even when I was in Chicago, I had some coworkers who I thought it was so funny and like so fun to talk to and so on my side, because we were getting bitched by the physical therapist, like, do this, do that, do this, do that. And we would just look at each other. Like, there's nothing like that coworkers looking at each other moment. Even this past job I had, I was hybrid remote. I made one of my best friends at that job, and there was 4 people that did the same job as me. And I trained her one day in person, and we just clicked from there, and she's one of my best friends, and it's just the coolest thing. So shout out to all my old coworkers. I don't know why people are like, no, work and friends don't mix. I go to work to do work. Could not be me. If I could make a friend and have a good time, why would I not? Why would I not? I love friends. So I don't know. I really miss that. And especially with me like being alone during the days, just working on stuff by myself, it sucks. It sucks. I can't even lie. It sucks. The thing with work friends though, it's like high school friends. Like, once you leave, you're not really going to be friends anymore. And you always think, we are going to be friends forever. And then one of you guys leaves the job and you're not really friends anymore. That part sucks. There is nothing I would rather do right now than just stay at home and relax, because my feet really hurt and I'm tired, and it's literally rainy outside. It would be perfect. I'm going to go to the gym, and I think I have a Rice Krispie treat. I do. So I'm gonna have this Rice Krispie treat pre-workout car. No, that I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm just rewarding myself for getting up and going. I love Rice Krispie treats. I like to eat before I shower. I don't even know why. I look like a grease ball though, but I'm eating the pasta lasagna thing with broccoli. Tyler, you can show what you're eating too.
How much was the shot put on there?
As much as you. Looks good.
Yeah, you already know it is.
And because I have a crazy sweet tooth, I'm gonna eat some pudding. Some pudding with a little bit of that cream. Bobo!
What?
1 second.
What?
I'm trying to talk. It really does save you a lot of money doing them at home. Not that they ever turn out as good. Gotta do what we gotta do. One time I was talking with the guy who was doing my pedicure. He literally told me he doesn't like doing pedicures. And I was like, great. Like, sorry. I don't know what to say. You don't like it, like, I'm sorry. My toes don't really look that good right now because I fucking messed all of them. I was walking at a water park and I tripped over my toes. They literally went like this. Scratched in all of them, so they're all fucked up right now. You know, I did not expect a career to be as much trial and error, especially growing up. I don't think they teach you like you're gonna not like a lot of stuff before you like something. I feel like they kind of just taught certain personality types like certain jobs and pick what you want to pick. Like that it was all sunshine, but I don't know, maybe it's better that way that they teach us like that. I don't know though, it's not everything that I expected it to be. Some days it can feel really, oh. Well, now I feel shy from what I was talking about. And I was talking my concluding thoughts on building a career and stuff like that and being fresh out of college. So what do you think about it?
I guess like after college, testing wasn't able to work a lot. So like I kind of had to experiment after college, really with the stuff that I like to do. I got lucky. Some positions and stuff that opened up. I don't know, like in college I really wasn't career focused, just really more explorative of different things that I wanted to do. Still starting to lock in my senior year when I had to take like my career classes.
Freaking county employee of the month right here.
Right.
This guy.
Yeah, right.
What a great job.
Right. I got lucky. I got lucky that this opened up. But I was always looking for case management type of work to be able to say like, yeah, I was able to help this amount of kids achieve these types of things and be able to have like actual substantial things that I can say that.
And I feel like another rounding out thought to the video is a lot of people end up in jobs that they really don't like, which we talked about this the other day. Because they just have to work and they can't take that time for themselves to figure out the career that they want to do. And I'm really not trying to do that to myself because I feel like more people than not are that way. I did glitter. I literally painted clear top coat and then just dumped glitter on the top. That's the way I like to do it. And now okay. But no, final thoughts. I don't know what I'm doing. The more that I can accept that, the more good days I can have. So I'm just gonna accept it, try my best every day, and move on. Keep trying my best. If you watch this video all the way to the end, thank you so much. That actually means the entire world, universe, everything to me. Like, if you watched all the way, why don't you like then? Subscribe, because I know you want to see the next video. You want to know what happens. What's going to happen? Is she going to get a job? Is she gonna... I don't know, what else is there for me? What else is there? Is she gonna just be able to do YouTube because it's what she wants to do, and in order to do that, you need to get 1,000 subscribers, and I have 7 right now? Who knows what's gonna happen, you know? So, thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you all the good vibes, all of the bliss, all of the love, everything good your way. Thank you so much. Is that cute? Again, like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications to know when I'm gonna post next. Thank you so much for joining me in this little diary vlog thing, and I hope you have the bestest day. Bye. Thanks for watching. Mwah.